There's a sound you can't quite hear, a low hum beneath your thoughts, like a city you've never visited, but somehow I live every day. You're not broken, you're not too much, you're just full of half-read messages, half-felt emotions, and half-finished versions of yourself, never meant to perform but somehow had to. We call it overthinking, but maybe it's not thinking at all. Maybe it's the mind trying to keep pace with a world that never slows down. You're not obsessing over one problem. You're drowning in 1,000 notifications, expectations, what they said, what they didn't say, what they might say tomorrow. And yet, for all the noise, there's a silence inside you that feels heavier than the rest. We were raised to be connected, to know everything instantly. We scroll, we swipe, we consume so much that our brains forgot what hunger even feels like. But connection isn't the same as closeness. We can DM someone at 2 a.m., but can't remember the last time looked in someone's eyes and felt seen. They told us we could be anyone, but no one told us how to just be. So we build versions, profile pictures, curated captions, snapshots of joy that last 3 seconds, but it takes hours to craft. And still, when the phone turns blackened, we're left asking, who am I when no one's watching? And why do I feel so far from myself in a world that's always close? It's not just you. It's the water we're swimming in. A generation that speaks fluently in memspot stumbles when saying, I'm not okay. We've learned to perform pain instead of sharing it. To laugh at our burnout, call our anxiety quirky, and package our Lonila Nescento aesthetic posts that hide how much it actually hurts. You're not overthinking, you're overloaded. Your mind isn't broken, it's buffering, trying to make sense of more in than a human heart was built to carry. But here's the thing, beneath all the tabs, beneath the shoulds and what ifs, there's a softer voice you've almost forgotten how to hear. It's quiet, patient, waiting for you in the pauses you've stopped taking. We've painted our loneliness in pixels, but now, let's meet the people behind the screen. Earlier, we spoke about the hum, the invisible weight that lingers behind every scroll, every half smile, every I'm fine. But loneliness isn't just a concept. It wears faces. It lives in rooms. It hides in people you might pass every single day. Story 1, Alex. The performer Alex's room glows blue at midnight, lit only by his laptop and the soft, desperate ring of another notification. His followers love him. At least, that's what the numbers say. Every day, he crafts a version of himself, witty captions, perfectly timed jokes, clips that make strangers laugh. And it works. He's that guy. The one who always seems confident, always smiling. But when the videos are uploaded and the laughter fades, Alex lies in bed, staring at the ceiling, wondering, if I stopped posting tomorrow, would anyone notice? Would anyone check on me? Or do they only love the version, give them not the person I am? The truth he can say out loud. He is surrounded by people who know him, yet no one actually knows him. He's terrified that without the performance, he might disappear. We're all taught to share highlights, but not heaviness. And so, people like Alex become mirrors for everyone else's happiness until they forget what their own face looks like. Story to Amir. The numb Onimir doesn't cry anymore. He doesn't laugh much either. Most days, he just scrolls. He used to love music, but now, even his favorite songs feel like static. He opens his phone to feel something, but only ends up feeling less. In class, people talk around him about parties, about plans. He nods, smiles when he has to. But inside, it's like his heart's been put on airplane mode. Maybe I'm just tired, he tells himself. Maybe this is adulthood, being numb instead of alive. He doesn't tell anyone how heavy mornings feel, how every night wishes. He could switch his brain off the way he switches off his phone. This isn't laziness. It's the cost of constant input. When the world never stops talking, sometimes the only way to survive to shut down. Story 3. Biden. The high achiever, mask bidons, the kind of guy teachers brag about. Top grades, part-time job, always polite, always smiling. But the truth, he's exhausted. He hasn't slept properly in months. Every achievement feels like a glass of water poured into a hole in the sand gone before he even tastes it. He's terrified to slow down because slowing down feels like failure, and failure, that feels like becoming invisible. At night, Biden stares at his planner full of goals that impress everyone but him. He wonders what it would feel like to just exist without needing to earn his worth. 3 different boys, 3 different lives, but the same silence hidden behind different masks. Some scroll, some jokes, some achieve, but underneath, they're all just asking, does anyone see me? Really see me? Maybe the cure isn't to think less. Maybe it's to carry less. You are not an overthinker. You are an overfeeler, an overscanner, a soul that's been forced to process more than it was ever built to hold. 1. Reclaiming silence. Live in a world that treats stillness like a threat. But silence isn't empty, it's where your mind finally exhales. Even 5 minutes without a screen can feel unbearable at first, like pulling oxygen from a room. But stay there. Listen. Beneath the noise, your own voice is waiting. 2. Redefining connection. We've been taught that connection is a number. Followers, views, unread messages. But true connection is smaller and much slower. It's a single friend you can text at 3 a.m. It's eye contact. It's hearing someone's laugh in person, not just through a video. 1 real conversation is worth 1,000 likes. 3. The philosophy of Inanietsky once said, he who has a why to life can bear almost any how, but our generation is being given a million hows and almost no why. Your worth isn't measured by how much you produce, how many people approve, or how busy you stay. It's measured by how gently you can exist in your own company. Picture this: a lake at dawn, no notifications, no audience. Just water reflecting the sky, and for the first time, you see yourself, not the version you post, but the one you almost forgot existed. Small practices that matter, digital fasting, not forever. Just hours that belong to you. Journaling, let the chaos leave your head and live on paper. Body check-ins, ask yourself, what do I need right now? Before asking the world. Micro moments of joy, one song, one cup of tea, one window opened to let the air in. Healing doesn't demand grand gestures. It starts with tiny acts of rebellion against the noise. Maybe healing doesn't start with being found, but with realizing we're never truly lost. You are not broken. You are simply full. And it's okay to put some things down now.